Hey, everybody. Appreciate you dropping in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up for us. Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Just typing for a second. Hey, Mr. Steve, what's going on, buddy? Back home, plenty of time today. Them boys is out there piddling and working on some stuff. Blayton's working on this Honda car. Got a little issue going on with it. Don't know exactly what it is yet. It don't want to run over about 3,000, 2,500 RPMs. Hey, Mr. David, what's going on, buddy? No, we ain't had no rain here yet today either. Mr. Steve just shared it out. Good deal. Roar Farms. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up. I see more names than I do thumbs up. That means somebody's slacking on me. Lee, what's going on, buddy? I'm trying to pull the weather up on my phone and see what they're calling for. Yeah, Blayton's working on his Honda Accord that he drives soon. And Brandon's out there doing something. We didn't go riding. We were going to go ride to the ATV park today, and we pulled another lazy day. Yeah, we decided to be lazy. All right. My weather's showing only 20% tomorrow. Been 2 months since you had any rain. Well, we were very dry. Now we've been the past week and a half, we've been getting a little bit. 15% tonight, 20 tomorrow, 30 Tuesday, 20 Wednesday, 55% Thursday, 55 Friday, and 20 the weekend, 35 Sunday, next Sunday. And the radar looks pretty clear, so I believe we shouldn't be getting much today or tonight.
They said it could be catalytic converters clogged up.
I reckon it could be. I reckon the cats could stop it from turning up. Push that door back the other way you're talking to. Get that in.
Make sure ain't no intake leaks.
It ain't got no intake.
No exhaust leak. Or catalytic converters stopped up.
It ain't got no exhaust leak. The intake ain't leaking.
I'm gonna do some more look. But what it sounds like, I didn't even think about catalytic converters being stopped up.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That would be the reason why it runs like that, ain't it? It can't breathe.
It can't breathe, but if we cut them off, I don't know how to run without them. We might have to put something back. Just don't cut nothing off. Just do some more research and we'll think about it. Straight pipe the Honda. Yeah, it got to where it don't want to turn though. I just rode around the block with him, and literally it won't turn about 2,500, 2,000 RPMs. Lee says it's supposed to be 98 humid. It's been humid here. 89 tomorrow, which is good. 91 Tuesday, 91 Wednesday, 92 Thursday, 88 Friday. What's everybody up to the weekend? Chicken turned out good last night for y'all that stopped in and hung out with us on that little live. Chicken turned out real good. 70s and low 80s this week. High 70s and low 80s. Middle to upper 90s. Y'all can keep all that hot weather. Yeah, that's warm. I was trying to find something here on my phone and then I forgot what I was looking for. What's the deal with all the, y'all might know, something changed with the Facebook groups about people joining, and now I'm getting a lot of stuff that says such and such wants to participate. So I reckon when we set up questions for them to answer, they don't have to answer them no more. And I see a bunch of public groups is going private. But I don't know why. Hell, I can't hardly keep up with other stuff. And then you get something going, and then they got to mess around and change it. Nothing ain't never good enough like it is. Not sure how that works. What's good? It should be about done. Yeah, that chicken turned out good last night. Just use Facebook. Tracking live on patrol. Yeah, like I said, I don't know what the deal is. It seems like they make it easier for people to get in and be hacking stuff though. If they get into groups without having to answer the questions and be approved, Scott. Different formats. Shit. You want to try YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook group, 2 Facebook accounts. We used to watch something on TV, Live PD or PD Live or something like that. It used to come on, I don't remember, it's before the pandemic. I remember watching it. Just passing through. Nah, you're a big part of this community, Scott. Yeah, that thing was called Live PD or PD Live or something like that. Try to join. It's missed it. Okay, is your local sheriff. That's pretty cool. Well, that live PD or PD live, it come on on the TV somewhere, and they were up in upstate South Carolina and around Columbia, and there was one dirt track that they kept going to, people fighting and stuff. Hey, Michigan, hey, so what's going on, buddy? We had a little bit of trouble with some of our orange tools, like you see right there. We had a little hiccup. I don't know if it's all my fault, all their fault, or whose fault, but it kind of got my feathers ruffled right now. So, still like their products. Overall, they still done me good. But I was communicating with a guy about 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 this impact right here, and they was jerking me around, and finally got somebody that acted like he had sense communicating with me, and now I can't communicate with him. My emails come straight back to me, so they probably fired him. He was probably some temp service guy, and now, so I'm assuming that he's no longer there. So they fired him. That nobody don't look at the emails and follow up with the people he was working with. I wonder. That's what's got me mad with him. Thought the receptacle hole got big. That's where the rats gnawed in here going. Trying to catch a lot of stolen kill. Okay. Yeah, so that said and it don't matter what the excuse is. It don't matter that if the guy got fired, quit, or whatever might have happened. Somebody should go back and be, checking on where he was at whatever day he left, quit, fired, whatever happened. Somebody should follow up, and that's not happening. And I don't think I'm gonna go through the trouble of sitting on the phone and trying to explain it to 10 more people. I think I'm just gonna, if they don't make it right, I'm gonna tell people how I really feel, and then I'll have to decide if I'm gonna buy different color tools when these tear up. Like I said, I don't know. No beer tonight. Backed off of the beer. Had too much indigestion. No, I ain't told you what I think yet, Gordon. That was the PG version. That was the still giving them a chance to make it right version. But the tools are good so far. So we've had a little bit of issue. Let's see if I got a cold Mountain Dew over here. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. Finally got some rain, Roar said. There goes your pucker butt link. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I don't. I know if somebody worked for me and they was handling something and whatever happened and they was no longer here, I would be wondering what was that person handling their last day they were there, or cause somebody needs to follow up with them people because if not, they're probably not going to be happy. But what does a poor ass farmer know? Nothing. You have all the rain for the next 30 days. Maybe in about a week and a half or so, we should be laying some more hay down. It'll probably be in a rainy street then and won't be able to get it cut, probably. But the hay's looking good right now. With all the rain and everything is looking good. Just a number. You're right. Giving away rain, you'll see in your address. Yep. We finished first cut and it'll be second cutting starting in a week and a half, 2 weeks. Just depends on the weather and what we got going on at that time. I was saying we went live last night for a few minutes. And if we got something, a custom job or something going, we could wait a little longer or go a little earlier if we have to. In the weather. So I don't think my cows will know if I let it go a week over prime cutting. Some of y'all's horses might know the difference, but my cows won't. Because it sure ain't making hardly no money with the cows and the hay, feeding them. So if we're doing custom work or big welding and fab jobs, then we could extend it out just a little. But looking forward to getting the second cutting done. The first cutting was about 25% off compared to last year's first cut. But this cutting here is looking real good so far. The way it's growing. Would just like to have enough to feed the cows. There goes the link to the merch if you want me something with Gerald Farms racing, or might even be a welding and fabricating shirt on there. I don't know. Twin Cities are dry. Ain't that something? Last week when we was on vacation, I think we got about 2 inches here at the house. A guy not far down the road from me was telling me he got over 8 inches of rain. Hey AJ, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, we ain't gonna have enough to sell. I can promise you that. Unless we get rid of some more cows. Right now, I'm just really hoping that we can make enough that we don't have to buy it, because the price of cows ain't worth $100 bills of hay. Holding on to yours a little longer. Living the dream, AJ said. Joe did it. Partner in crime has 40 acres on the ground, hoping to bail it Monday. If Gas wants to hide, come down there and make a video, Mr. David, and fly my drone. It cost me $200 to go down there now. I think so. I was over at my pen the other day looking them over, trying to make, like I said, because I do not want to buy hay. I don't plan on buying no $100 bales of hay to feed my $30 cow. Oh, you got Gordon watching your bale. Hey, Steve. Hey, 69, what's going on, buddy? Still got some on the ground, got rained on. Yeah, like I said, definitely want the, and I might get rid of a few more as after second cutting or something, if I see what the hay's looking like, then I can start getting a good guess what I'm going to have going into winter. Yeah, I know, and that also concerns me that the market ain't hardly stable now. The price finally got a little bit better. I mean, when I say little, I mean like 10 cent, 15 cent better. It needs 70, 80 cent better. But now with everybody going to the hay crisis and the prices of it and the artificial inflation and on every darn thing, that everybody's going to flood the market, then the price, then we're going to be giving them away. It'd be better off to dig a hole and knock them in the head. About 45 days out from corn silage. Mr. Davis said I had to add 40 miles to it to get to that hay. Yes. It's something else. Start my own butcher business. In my area, it's hard to get somebody to support you. I hear all that on the internet and have for years. Buy local, support local, yada, yada. Hell, they look for a reason here for you to fail. They can laugh at you and buy your stuff cheap. Y'all usually start silage about the 10th of September. Swap it for fresh deal. Yeah, if he ain't swapped it by now, he's in trouble, ain't he, Gordon? The thing done collapsed and fell in, but now, Steve, you ain't got a bale of hay now. Now you got about a 5-gallon bucket for compost. Hey, that's the truth. Probably the same way in a bunch of people's neighborhoods. Your neighbors be looking for you to fail. That way they can buy your tractor for pennies on the dollar. Or if you quit selling hay, then he ain't got to compete with you. Say it ain't so. Yeah, man, we be baling hay and have a neighbor come by and ask us to help them stack the hay in their barn, and we baling hay beside them. Yeah, I don't know what Mr. David is being. I know they got a bunch of hay, Mr. David, in them pictures I seen online. I don't know each other up there anymore. Fresh from somewhere else. In a way, that's probably good, Scott. I think my nose is itching. We have noticed that our old ram's still looking so good at the back of the barn. At the back of the barn. Okay. When we cut this, when we start second cutting, I want to try to get our square beller out. We didn't run it none last year. Try to get it out and punch a few bells through it. Might hook it up to the Farmall A. And bell with what, 11 horsepower? See if we can. I have bailed with it. 60 years. Hey, ain't nothing wrong with old equipment. I haven't heard nothing from him in a while. Last I heard from him, they were still running it, and they had I think they put a bell bearing behind it. I'm not 100% sure because that's been a while. I need to reach back out to him, see how it's still doing. Last time I talked to him, though, it was still rolling strong. Trying to think of his name. Uh, the Cub is 10 horsepower. Let's back up. I'm trying to find the A. Hey, Mr. Ed, what's going on, buddy? The Farmall A is 16 horsepower. That don't sound right. Living the dream, Mr. Ed is. Yeah, I think because when he was here picking ours up, the rebeller unroller up, he was stopping on the way back to look at one. I don't know. I think that one fell through, and he ended up getting another one. swore at it all the time. No, it's 16 horsepower is what it's saying here, I believe. 1.9 liter gas, 4-cylinder. Whole lot of farmers on here tonight. Yeah, everybody's happy. Get a little rain, stuff's growing, and maybe put a little jingle in the pocket. Trying to see. It weighed 2,400 pounds, the Farmall A did. Holds 10 gallons of gas. Or you could have got a kerosene model. How about that? I didn't know that. $540 PTO. $1,156 RPMs. She's welcome. I hope she got in touch with David and he took taking care of her. Super A is the same thing, except it has hydraulics. That's off of my head now. I don't never shoot y'all information off the hip like that, because somebody would check me on it and tell me it was carried a different size spark plug. But I'll Google it right here real quick and see. But I'm pretty sure the difference in the A and the Super A was they had a hydraulics on it. A Super A, brand new in 1954, cost how much? Anybody guess real quick? Come on, don't Google it. Just shoot me a price up there. $16 horsepower, pretty much the same. Giving a few more seconds for somebody else to put a guess in. All right, should have had it in by now. $1,400. $1,400. And they built 107,636 of them. It's pretty fun. I'm gonna look up another one while we're sitting here talking. This is pretty fun. It's gonna be informational live stream Sundays. Scott won that round. All right. Why didn't it pull it up the same way? The 140 had 21 horsepower. That thing was a big dog. It held 11 gallons of gas. Had an extra gallon of gas in the tank. See, this one ain't showing me all the cool. There was 62,290 140s built from 1958 to 1973. I think mine's a 72 or 73 model. I think. So on the A and the versus the Super A, Gordon, your Super A would have had the hydraulics and your A had the hand handles. You've probably seen them with the two long handles. Mine's got the handles on it because mine's not a Super A, but we put an auxiliary PTO on the auxiliary PTO. We put a hydraulic pump with a reservoir under the seat so we could work the plows and the sweeps and stuff on our A. I probably showed that way sometime back when we used to Ted hay in the long time ago. Ours is still 6-volt starters, but we run 12 volts on them. They just turn real fast. You just can't zuzu them long, Scott. A lot of people say convert them over. You can. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can, if you put 12 volt to a 6-volt starter, it turns fast. And if it's halfway right, it's going to fire up the time you touch it. But back in our early days on YouTube, we run an A all the time. Remember, it started smoking for no reason. Actually, that was in a video we was doing something. It started smoking, and I put it in the shop and made a couple videos and asking for help, questions. And Mr. David, Farming for Fun and Profit there, told me about that Bond Amy or AMI, whatever it's called. Never thought it would have worked. And that tractor, the last time I run it, still ain't smoking again. But if you do run a 12-volt battery in it and it's 6-volt, do not, like the John Deere tractor start on the cold starts. If you do a 6-volt starter like that with 12-volt, you're gonna smoke it. But the International don't know it ain't that hard to crank, no, or farm off. The green tractor is hard to start. All right, let's see. I like looking this stuff up on here. Farm blowing bubbles. That's right. I forgot about the bubble part. Yeah, Scott has been here a while. How about the 130? That's one that I never seen too much of around here. Evidently, the 130s weren't as popular in my area. All right, they made whatever because they only made 9,000 of them. And in 1950, they made them in 56 through 58, the 130s. They made 9,197 of them. And they cost, in 58, the last year, they cost a grand total of $2,000. And I could have looked it up wrong, Gordon. I mean, that's very possible, buddy. You know, that's possible now. Plus, I ain't got my glasses on. That's how I was reading it right there, Gordon. All right, let me see again. I could be. Like I said, well, that don't mean because it's right. Because hell, I see SpongeBob on here too, and that don't mean he's real. See right there? It says from 1958 to 73. But like I said, that don't mean that's right. A green Tootsie Roll. Yeah, a green Tootsie Roll will last a long time. And they made different versions. Now, that might be some of it. They had a utility version, an IH version. They had an IH version, a utility version, and a high crop version. AJ's got a 130. Cool deal. A fast hitch, 1 point. The fast hitch on the back of them now is worth about as much as the tractors are. They weigh 3,000 pounds. They're 1,000 pounds heavier than the A. Okay, okay, look right here, Gordon. It does go to 79. See right there? Y'all exactly right. Right there, my finger right there. It goes to 1979. Y'all exactly right. Then I scroll right back up. It says 73. Because I got my glasses on now, I can see. I can see it. That is kind of weird the way they done that. All right, let's look up. What's another track y'all want to look up? Let's look at the 574, and then y'all. All right, for the fast. Yeah, that fast hitch is where the money's at. I'm gonna look up the 574. What time y'all tell me some stuff? My Cub was yellow. It's red now. Yeah, my Cub was a yellow tractor. Okay. The 574. I'm doing this here for Mr. Steve. Single arm fast hitch. The 574 was made from 1970 to 1978. How much did it cost brand new, y'all? Don't Google it. Just give us a real guess. How much did the 574 cost in 1978? I was 2 years old. Scott says 5,500. They was made in Dorchester, England. Mr. Steve said 22,000. We're talking U.S. money, okay? we're talking U.S. money, Steve. All right, well, anybody else gonna guess? Scott's got 55, Gordon's got 55, Steve's got 28. Anybody else gonna guess? It don't tell me how many was made right there. There's 67 engine horsepower. AJ's coming in. You on Google, AJ. You on Google. 10,000 is what they cost in 1978. The engine 67 horse, 45 on the drawbar, and the PTO is 52.97. How much did they weigh? 39.69. No. That's the rear lift. So hold on. Weigh between 4,800 and 5,100 pounds. Here's the 504. We got to go to that next. Y'all ain't told me none to go to. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do my case now. A little bit newer. Yep, AJ won. AJ was dead on it. You saw the paperwork with your grandpa buying it. All right. The 5140 is like my tractor, my cab tractor that we got. Bargain. Was made in 90 and 91. The factory was in Germany, NEUSS, Germany. How much did that tractor cost brand new? Scott done got the price in there. And what time y'all making your guesses? I'm gonna tell you some more stuff on it. It's 108.5 horsepower, 94 on the PTO. Let's see. Hydraulics is 2,600 PSI at 20 gallons a minute flow. I wish I could find that one, Mr. David, because I'd be on top of it, buddy. I want me a nut. At that price, I want 2 or 3. The rear lift will pick up 7,700 pounds. That thing will pick up 3 or 4 of your John Deeres. You believe that? The front end loader will pick up 5,200. There ain't no John Deere gonna do that. That thing has to be 300 horsepower John Deere to be that strong. 540 or 1,000. Weighs between 9,800 and 10,800 pounds. All right, let's go back to the price. The price in 1991, the last year they made them, it cost $34,000. 34,000. So the closest without going will be probably Scott, 38,000. I'm guessing that's the closest. How about that? All right, let's look up a John Deere, being I got some John Deere guys in here. Let me see how much y'all really know. If y'all really John Deere guys, or if y'all just green people. Hell, I don't even know a number of John Deere to look up. There we go, right there. All right, here we go. Our 50 costs 50,000 when new. All right, here we go, y'all. The John Deere for all y'all John Deere people and AJ. All right, we're looking at today's John Deere is a 1020. 1020 John Deere. They were made between 1965 and 1973. The factory was in Iowa, and Germany, and Mexico, it says. What was the original price in 73? How much did a John Deere 1020 cost in 1973? The last year they made them. While y'all getting your price together, I'm going to tell you some stuff. You could get it in a low crop, a high crop, a row crop, or an orchard version. You could get it a 2.2 liter 3-cylinder gas or a 2.5 liter 3-cylinder diesel. No, Steve, I didn't say how much is it worth. But everybody knows it's worth $1. I'm talking about how much did it cost back then. Dark Wolf, I don't play games on here, buddy, but I appreciate you dropping in, though. Anybody else gonna guess on the price? It had the drawbar was 33 horsepower on that 1020. The PTO was claimed at 38. So we'll anybody else want to guess on the price before I reveal it? Well, dang, it's gone. All right. The price in 1973 was $4,500. Scott was all over it. Either Scott knows his tractor stuff. What did Mr. Ed guess? 3K. Either Scott knows his stuff or he's real fast with Google. All right, what's another one? I just don't know many John Deere numbers. It weighed 4,200 to 4,800 pounds. Your daddy used to sell John Deere equipment in the 60s and 70s. That's cool. That's cool there, Scott. When you look at them glasses, really help when you're reading stuff up close. And when you look off at something, man, it be blurry. That's something we can start doing. We start doing some tractor data on Sundays. Y'all like that? I like that. We'll start doing tractor data. Or that might be a good little video segment to do too. Like tractor data Tuesdays. I might just leave it on the line. About the same price as a John Deere radiator cap, Mr. Dave. A John Deere 5115. 5115 M. Let me get my spectacles back on. That's probably too new for me to even find. All right, the 5115M was made from 2012 to 2022. That's a 5M series utility. Ooh, holy mercy. 115 horse. If y'all want to put a guess on that, go ahead. I'll tell you that in just a minute, Gordon. 1066. But yeah, y'all put a guess in on the John Deere 5115M price. I'm going to tell you some specs on it while you put your number in. 115 horse. That's same as my case. Same as the case. PTO 100. That's 3 more PTO horsepower. Rear valves, 2 or 3. Flow 24. You got about 2.5 more gallons of flow than I do. No. Hold on now. Pump flow, steering. Okay, your actual pump is only 18. And it's only 2,030 psi. The rear will lift 4,700. That's pretty much the same numbers. It's a lot lighter than my case. It don't weigh between 7,800 and 9,000. I think mine was 9 to 10 or 11,000. So that's a good bit lighter. All right, let's get back up to the price. Mr. Steve has got 85K. Scott has got 64. And the price that they showing in here is from 2014. That tractor cost $63,989. With today's inflation, that'll be $126,000 probably. Right around that. That's pretty much the numbers match close to my 5140. Now, Gordon, before we run out of time, let me look at this up for Gordon. So Scott was dead on the money. And Gordon wanted to know, is that an international 1066, Gordon? Yeah, we can make Gordon wait the next week. We'll do that one next Sunday, Gordon. Yep, the 1066 was made from 1971 to 1976. They made 54,947 of them. Had a torque amplifier option on some of them. My 504 has got a torque amplifier. If y'all want to go ahead and guess the price on that 1066 new, go ahead and guess on the price. What they cost brand new in 76, the last year they made them. It was 108 drawbar horse. PTO was 126. 12 gallon a minute flow, 21 total, 9 for the steering. It weighed 12,100 to 13,300. Now look at the weight difference in these tractors, y'all. How heavy these older tractors were. Scott put 30,000. Steve Mack put 34, and Gordon put 25. Everybody else ain't playing with us, but everybody quit. I thought this was pretty cool here. All right. And the price in 1976 was $21,100. Tractor trivia. There you go. Tractor trivia. I won't never remember the name of the live. What did Gordon put? 20. Yep, Gordon did win. Yeah, we might do this here on the live soon. Pass some time. It gives me something to do. It's a lot easier to babysit y'all when I got something to do like this. First time for Big G. Yeah, Gordon comes sneaking in. And the 1066 engine was altered in 1973 to increase the horsepower. The 1066 Hydro had much less power than the gear-driven 1066. Did y'all know that? The HydroStar Drive 1066 Hydro was later renamed the Hydro 100. This was due to the confusion over the drawbar horsepower. The hydrostatic drive took a lot of power to operate. Well, y'all, it's been an hour. I think I'm going to get ready to outpull a 4430. We're going next Sunday night. We're gonna do the tractor trivia for real. Y'all be ready, and I appreciate all of y'all coming in and hanging out with us. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.